Okay, good afternoon, Haltom High School. This is Andy Seeley from Frisco. Looking forward to your performance today at the Region 31 Marching Contest, Region Marching Contest. I'm broadcasting on side one, between the 45 and the 50. Hope I can make some comments that will be helpful for you both now and in the big picture as you prepare your program. I like the colors in the opening look. Okay, here we go. Hey, really lovely job with the opening tuba sounds. Be careful you're not going to clip the notes in the solo to take a breath. Some interbolic issues here with arrivals. That's not a real good statement. Some issues with arrival and body facing in the opening 30 seconds that I was not allowed to comment on. I like the look of the ensemble on the field. In the small steps, we need to exaggerate our step concept a little bit. The uniformity of our stride and whatever the bent leg technique that we're using just needs to be exaggerated. Nice follow through with all of that. Listen also at the beginning for melodic contribution from the front ensemble as you flutter across the field in that gaucho hat. Let's get your head up. We want to see that even. A little bit of articulation as we begin on the Marquez, some articulation that's not matching. Good job with the soloist and bass drums. You could be a little bit quieter up here if you don't need that time on the field. A little bit of precision as we throw that motive back and forth across the field. There's a little bit of error, still a little bit of error in the percussion. Way back in the backfield, front to back here, just having some struggles. Match the articulation, tut, 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 tut. And try to get the way for all these melodic fragments. Yeah, all of this can be softer under your woodwind choir, so you hear that. So woodwinds and that choreo that you just did on that impact, we need to refine that a little bit better. Good choreo in the background. I want to read the duet a little bit better between the clarinet and the trumpet. So let's get the clarinet up a little bit on the mic. Tuba, it's too heavy in the tuba accompaniment back there. Battery, ease up. This is not your moment yet. Yeah, nice ensemble sound. Good, follow through with that. Thank you, appreciate the little attitude. Can we start this softer? It'll be so much more effective. That's just a suggestion. Okay, color guard. I feel like this could be a great moment for you, but it's a little bit underproduced. You are performing what you have been given just fine. I just feel like that is underproduced, and your impact in that moment could be so much greater to the ensemble as a whole. Good. Good. I like the texture change very much. Can it be even softer? Love the soloist on the prop moving. Softer. We want to hear every note of the flute and every note of the pit. Careful as you're doing this flutter technique, brass, that we're not just running. We need to not swing our arms. Good. I'd like to hear a little bit more Aranjuez melody versus the accompaniment, which is coming in the sax. I want to hear the flute presence of this and the vibrato, back the sax quality off of that. The choir balance is not what I would like it to be in that moment. And then brass guys, when do we arrive in this form? There's some interbolic imperfections. Since we're going to park and bark back here at trumpets, let's bring out the moving notes a little bit more. Boy, the spread on this is very difficult. Get plugged into Dramatur's hands. And let's turn down the front ensemble miking a little bit. What is that I'm hearing? Yeah, the melodies in the trumpets, right? Counter and the mellows and some woodwinds. That's a lovely 2D ensemble sound and a very good moment for you. I'd again examine your color guard contribution to that. Good. We use this motivic contribution several times. Just continue to refine it as I look across the field. So quite a bit of variation and all of that, but I like the look of it very much. Using the cape to your advantage again. Thank you. Just a little bit of an awkward transition there, I feel like. Yeah, good intonation, good follow through with that. Thank you. And generally good balance in the 2D moment. Super consistent in your vertical files as you name those. Good job in the clarinets and saxes. I really like that. Horns, you sound muddy and less clear than the clarinets and saxes did. Tongue firmer. Let's get our note values exactly the same. Trumpets, don't compress what's going on between the beats. Bumping it up, 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 up. Just look at the foot timing on the field in that moment. There's a little bit of variation, especially in that back group and the battery versus what the front group is. Okay, some melodic content that I think is getting covered there a little bit. Trumpets, I think we could play our melodic content out better. Nice woodwind exposure there. Thank you. You may want to think about sculpting that moment a little bit with choreographies that mimic the musical motifs that are going on. Let's get a big first step across your body there. Okay, we all got to remember to get to second position on time. Yeah, okay, nice. Nice 2D ensemble sound and follow through at the end of that. Okay. Hey, I really like the costuming that goes with this. There is some, the sun bounces off those hats in such a way that we want to keep our heads up all the time, and the hat becomes an element of choreography, as I think you already know as the looks of the choreography. I like the choreography elements in general throughout the show. All of the motivic action in those choreo moments. So good for you and good thoughtful ideas on all this. There is some refinement that needs and some detailing and all that will help that. I think let's find a way to clear out some of the melody versus accompaniment moments, especially one right there at the end where before we start into the 2D coda of the program where the trumpets have the melody. And then we have some precision issues that we need to continue to work on as we're throwing time back and forth across the field there a little bit. We want to be better on top of that. Okay, enjoyed your performance today. Hope those comments will be helpful for you in the big picture and enjoyed getting to see the group. Okay, thanks, gang. Best of luck and hope to get to see you again sometime.